Get ready to drop the puck, kick off, throw the first pitch, and take it to the hoop. This is Deuce's 2 cents, the only sports podcast where the opinions are hotter than a slap shot, the takes are spicier than a curveball, and the sarcasm is as sharp as a hockey skate. Your host, Deuce, the sports fanatic with a mouth faster than a breakaway, is here to break down everything from the NFL to the NHL, from the hardwood to the diamond, and from the virtual gridiron to your fantasy league. He's got completely unbiased, totally humble, and definitely not controversial opinions on everything sports. We'll cover everything from buzzer beaters to Hail Marys, so buckle up because it's going to be a wild ride. Whether you're a diehard fan, a casual observer, or a fantasy sports guru, we've got you covered. We'll discuss the latest news, rumors, trades, and controversies, and we'll even throw in some betting tips for those feeling lucky. Remember, these are just Deuce's 2 cents, so feel free to disagree, but you'll probably be wrong. So grab your favorite jersey, crack open a cold one, and tune in to Deuce's 2 cents. It's the only sports podcast that's guaranteed to make you laugh, think, and maybe even yell at your phone. Let's get this party started. This is Deuce's 2 cents, your weekly dose of sports, sarcasm, and everything in between. And here is your host, Deuce.
Well, welcome to Deuce's 2 cents, everybody. Glad that you're back. If you're new, welcome. I'm kind of new too, so let's kind of doing this together. My name is Mark Talaferry, but I definitely like to be called Deuce, and this is what I go by. So these are my 6 games that I think for week 1 that will be quite intriguing for fantasy reasons, what's going to happen to the season, teams, and some patterns that these teams may show. So the Thursday night game, I mean, come on, man, it's first game of the year. It's the AFC Championship game again. I'm very curious to see what Baltimore's defense is going to do. Can they, withstand the receivers? Did they make enough adjustments? They did lose a lot this year. I'm very curious to see how it'll hold up against a Chief team that I'm sure is going to score a lot of points. And as far as the Chief goes, the receivers look great through camp, film I've watched, games I've watched. So I'm kind of curious to see how they all work together and how they use their tight end. They platoon Kelsey. Are they going to, give them breath early in the season so they can have them later in the year? Those kind of things. So on that, I guess I'm going to take the Chiefs to win this game. Yeah, I'm going to drop my stuff. But I'm going to take the Chiefs to win the game. I think that they're going to win. So I'm going to take the Chiefs. But that's what's interesting to me about that game. Plus, it's first game of the year. I mean, yeah, it's going to be a great Thursday night no matter what. So then on Friday, what we got going on here? I got to say, I'm kind of glad I'm taking a break. I spent 10 years of high school football on Friday nights. Was awesome. Just a great experience in many ways. But this will be nice on a Friday to watch some NFL football. Pretty cool. The Packers are my cousin's team, Cindy. She loves them. But I'm curious to see if Love is going to be able to spread the ball around. Who's going to be his main target? Is Watson going to get injured? That kind of thing. I think Jacobs will do well, but I'm also curious to see how they use him. He does need to be fed. And as far as the Eagles go, how's their secondary going to hold up? I mean, they made a lot of additions to it. And in the receiving core, they just picked up another receiver. I mean, they've got a lot going on. Are they going to be run heavy? Are they going to be pass heavy? Are they going to find a mixture? I'm kind of curious to watch that. I believe the Eagles will win that game. Probably be a back and forth game all night. But yeah, I'm taking the Eagles to win that game. I think that's the way that will go. But it will be intriguing and fun to watch, I'm sure. And then, of course, you got college football the next day. So it's going to be a great way to kick off next weekend. But I will say on Sunday that Steeler Atlanta game is very intriguing to me besides the coach coming home and, the Wilson Field stuff and, who's going to play running back for the Steelers, how are they going to use Patterson now? The whole situation is Atlanta's defense going to hold up. These new additions that they just got that are very talented, going to be able to gel with the additions they already had. It's kind of curious. Is Cousin going to sling it around? Is London going to do what they say London's going to do? I think he's an extremely talented man. So it seems like a great opportunity for him. So I'm very curious to see how that game goes. I will take the Steelers though, for sure. I feel their defense is very good, very good. They made great additions. That defense is going to win a lot of games for them, I think, this year. So then I'm very curious about down in Florida. You got Jacksonville Jaguars versus Miami Dolphins. This Dolphins defense, that a lot of holes. Did they fill those well? You already know they're going to throw the ball. You already know they're going to run the ball. Their coach puts a good scheme together, a run-pass mix. How will Jacksonville's defense answer that? We already know Allen. He's one of the greatest pass rushers in football. Great leader. So I'm curious to see how that defense goes. And as far as Jacksonville's offense, you got ETM, Trevor Lawrence. I'm a huge fan of Christian Kirk's. You got this new kid, Thomas, one of the best tight ends in football. They added Davis. I mean, what's that offense going to look like? I know they struggled late last year, but they had a lot going on. So I'm kind of curious to see what they look like. So I'm gonna take Jacksonville. I think they're gonna get that. It's basically a home game anyway. So I think I'm taking Jacksonville on that one. And then Sunday night, hey, y'all got to go to work Monday. We got a big game. You got the Rams in Detroit. Last year when that happened, I enjoyed the game. It was a lot of fun. I stayed up late. I'm sure Detroit's going to be just bouncing. All the celebrities and everybody will be there. Everybody there to be probably like a playoff atmosphere, for real. I'm sure Stratford wants to get that win he didn't get last year. Kind of curious to see how Detroit, if they short up the run game a little bit, and I'm also curious to see how Detroit will use their running backs. Gibbs, is he completely healthy? Is he not healthy? What would they do? Would they? I'm just really curious to see how they platoon all that. But I think the Rams are going to get it. I think he lost last time coming home, Mr. Stratford. I think that they'll find a way to get that for him this year. So I'm going to take the Rams. Doesn't mean the Lions aren't going to be good, but I just think the Rams are going to get this game. Then we got Monday night. And before there was a Thursday night and a Friday night, all we had was Monday night. I mean, that was it. I mean, besides, Sundays and all that, but an occasional Thanksgiving and game. But so now we got the big one Monday night. 49ers and Rams. There's a whole lot going on there. You got Rodgers coming back. Expectations on both sides of the team. Both sides of the field are great. A lot going on in the 49ers camp with the lineman and the wide receiver. But you got a lot going on the Jets camp. So I guess, complete wash, right? What's going to happen? Rodgers got a 6-3 record all time against San Francisco. But I think their defense, I think they're at home. I don't know. I feel like it'll probably be a shootout of some sort. Maybe a big play, a sack, or a fumble, something will change it late in the game. But I'm going to take San Francisco. I think they're going to win this game. I think it'll be a good game, but I think they're going to win it. So those are my 6 games for this week that I think will be very intriguing to watch. They can help you in fantasy implications pretty much everywhere. There's a lot of weapons out here and defenses, and it gives you guys a good idea for yourself, not someone telling you, of what is going to happen in the future by watching the games. I feel these games will be a lot of fun. I didn't mention the Raiders, but go Raiders. And I'm really looking forward to that game in San Diego too, but I'm sure a lot of you aren't. So it's not one of the more intriguing games in the league. So anyways, I appreciate all of you. Thank you for joining us here at Deuce. Greatly appreciated. May you all have a blessed day. And I'm out.
That's it for this episode of Deuce's 2 cents. We hope you enjoyed the ride. Remember, these are just Deuce's opinions, so feel free to agree, disagree, or just shake your head in disbelief. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review us wherever you get your podcasts. And until next time, keep your head in the game, your eyes on the prize, and your sarcasm levels high. Deuce is out. Deuce's 2 cents. We'll catch you next week for another round of sports, sarcasm, and everything in between. Deuces.